So I'm going to be a little disappointed, to say the least, today. I don't get to use Luka Doncic. Today we're going to be doing a trading every player Mavericks rebuild. If you guys don't know how these work, basically I have to trade every single player on this Mavericks team, and I'm not allowed to bring any of them back at any point in time during this rebuild. Now, I've been trying to take your guys' suggestions more, and a lot of you guys have been saying, because typically the way I do these is I trade everybody with my eyes closed so I don't get any say over it, and then it makes it a little bit of a harder rebuild. Thought that would be the way you guys wanted it. A lot of you guys are saying do it with your eyes open, so maybe I'll put like a straw poll in the description of this one. I'm going to do this one with my eyes open and choose my own trades, but if you guys don't like that, I'm going to do whatever the majority wants. So I'll try to remember to put a straw poll in the description of this if I forget, because I am uploading this for like 2 or 3 days from now. My bad. I'll try to get to it in the next one. But yeah, all these videos are scheduled. So as I mentioned in my previous 2 as well, I'm going to be on vacation when you are seeing this. So I'm going to do my best to respond to comments, but I'm trying to take a little YouTube break in general. But we'll see. So I'm so mad. Like, I'm so mad I have to get rid of Luka Doncic. The dude's a 96 overall, and I'm actually surprised I haven't got 2 trade offers for him. Yeah, if we're being honest here, I think this is the trade. It kind of makes more sense to me. I mean, I would definitely give Paul George the edge over Mitchell right now, but Rudy Gobert is a lot better than Montrezl Harrell. So, and we give up Tim Hardaway Jr. versus Dwight Powell, so it's not the end of the world. This just hurts. It hurts so bad. I did it. It's so gross. That's just, I don't like it. I'm going to move Porzingis to a power forward. His overall jumps. I think everybody else, actually, you stay the same. I'm just trying to get everybody where their overall is the highest. So trade value will be the highest. What does the H mean? I have no idea what that means. I'll try to look after this. No, that's not going to do anything. Actually, you're 5'10". There's no way you're doing anything. Boban's, yeah. Jackson can go. Kid Gilchrist can go. Okay. Whatever. I don't really care about this at this point. I'm trying to... What does this H mean? I have no... Does anybody know? If somebody knows what that means, let me know down below in the comment section, because I literally have no idea what it means. But Porzingis and Willie Cauley-Stein will match them. So we have a center and a shooting guard at this point. So Darren Fox is probably going to be the guy I go with. Like, this just feels weird. Like, it's just... It's like too easy. Kyle Lowry's not another bad option, but I just really don't want to go KP for Kyle Lowry. So yeah, let's pick up Darren Fox. We're also going to be getting Kent Bazemore back. Again, it feels a little weird. Like, I feel like this is going to be too easy, the fact that I'm picking my trades. But, is what it is. We're just going to try to package a bunch of these guys now. Whoa. Just because, again, there's one trade. Never mind. Just because, again, these are going to take forever if I don't, package some of these guys. So, let's see if we can find a trade here for Brunson and Tim Hardaway Jr. So, I have a shooting guard, a point guard, and a center at this point. So, I need a power forward and a small forward. I'm really good at math. Ooh, Clint Capella. Brandon Clark's interesting as well. Covington. I'll rock a season with Rocco, because he's on a multi-year deal, right? Yeah, he is. I'm probably going to play him at small forward, where his overall is going to jump a ton, and then I'll probably trade him this offseason. Hopefully that trade value will be super high. All right, Seth Curry and Maxi Kleber can be next. I'm seriously, like, I don't think I've ever seen that H next to anybody's name. Ooh, Josh Richardson and Thibault. Thank you very much. That's a no-brainer. I don't really think I have. I really don't think I have. Whatever. He's not going to be on this team. All right, we definitely do need a power forward. Worst comes to worst, I'll leave Covington at power forward for this year, and then I'll just play Josh Richardson at small forward. But Larry Nance Jr. and Tristan Thompson is honestly not a bad thing at all. Ooh, Marcus Morris in a first. Bobby Portis, Evan Fournier. See, like, this just feels a little... Ooh, LaMarcus Aldridge? I'll take LaMarcus Aldridge. Also going to be getting Jakob Poeltl. Like, it just feels too easy, if you know what I'm saying. Like, this team's already sick. I don't know. Just my opinion. Barea... Dorian Finney-Smith and Boban. I'm just going to try to get through these rapid fire at this point. We have one trade offer. It's fine. I'll just take it. It's not that big of a deal. And then, who else is on this team? Jackson was no, Bazemore wasn't on this team. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And I think that should be it. I'm pretty sure that's it. What backups do we need? Like, what's this looking like right now? All right, I do not have a backup point guard, so definitely looking for a point guard. And hopefully one that's like a decent overall. Elfrid Payton is perfect. All right. That is it. I'm like pretty sure. I'm like, oh, my shooting guards. Holy hell. Okay. So we really don't have a small forward right now. LaMarcus Aldridge is going to go down to power forward. He's going to start there. I like him a little better there. So let me figure out this rotation. So again, this team's looking really solid to me. De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell is a super nice and young backcourt. Josh Richardson, I'm moving to small forward. He's going to be starting there. You'll see why in just a second. LaMarcus Aldridge is going to be our power forward for at least 1 year, and then Rudy Gobert. That's a really interesting front court. LaMarcus Aldridge, obviously an unbelievable mid-range shooter. I definitely think him and Gobert could pair pretty well. The bench, Robert Covington, Jakob Poeltl, Malik Beasley, Alfred Payton, and Daniel. Or not Daniel. I don't want Daniel Huss. I would rather have Josh Okogie in here. getting those minutes. That's what I was intending to do. But yeah, that is the rotation. What I did, I sent Thibault down to the G League. One, because I think he's going to develop super well down there. He's only 22 years old, and he's technically only in, well, technically this would be his first year. So yeah, he's got a not a fat contract, but like a multi-yeared contract that we're definitely going to be able to work with after this. But yeah, that's the team. I mean, it's definitely a much better product once I, do it with my eyes open and actually manually select the trades. But again, I'll try to remember to put a straw poll in the description so you guys can have some choice in that matter. But nonetheless, that's the team. I bet this team's probably going to be pretty good. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 1. Pretty funny. You actually don't see LeBron, win the MVP award a lot. And so pretty cool. 27 points, 7 boards, 10 assists. We went 55 and 27 on the year. I will definitely take that. Ja Morant, Rookie of the Year, Yusuf Nurkic, Kawhi, Luka Doncic, and Nick Nurse. I mean, again, occasionally 1 or 2 things change, but these awards don't change too much. So we're a 1 seed as I expected with this team. Like, that's where I kind of like the aspect of me not being able to choose, because sometimes I get absolutely screwed at positions and then we're worse, and it makes it harder. But again, if you guys fully want to see me select all these trades manually by myself, I'd be happy to continue to do it. It's literally all up to you guys. So I will, again, hopefully remember to make a straw poll. Mitchell Edison scoring 23 points. LaMarcus Aldridge is actually super solid. 56.5% from the field. He's shooting threes. 35 almost percent. He took less than 2 a game, so it's not that bad. Darren Fox was solid. Josh Richardson, Rudy Gobert, Robert Covington, Beasley, Jakob Poeltl, Alfred Payton, Josh Okogie. Check out some team stats. I would not imagine we're too high in the scoring department. Looks like we actually were, pretty middle of the pack there at 13, and then defensively we were definitely pretty good. Yeah, best rating. It actually gave us the 5th best differential, even though we had the best record in the NBA. We'll tied for the best record. So, round number 1 here, taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. Ja, Dylan Brooks, Winslow, Jackson Jr., Valanciunas, Brandon Clark. They need to figure out what they're doing here. I would honestly, how tall is Jaren Jackson Jr.? He's 6'11". I would move on from Valanciunas. This is a young team. Valanciunas really doesn't match the timeline. Play Brandon Clark at power forward. Just my opinion, but I know Valanciunas has been super solid for them, so it's definitely hard. It's a lot harder to do this in real life than it is in a video game, obviously. So we're up 3-0 quickly on Memphis right here, and we end up sweeping them. That's how the majority of first-round matchups should go, is what it is, though. Moving on. Wow, Portland. Oh, never mind. I was going to say Utah beat the Lakers because they're up 3-0 or 3-1, whatever it was, but Portland did beat the Clippers. Portland's a scary, underrated team. Denver here in round number 2, Jamal Murray, Gary Harris, Michael Porter Jr., Millsap, Jokic. Ooh, I saw Steven Adams they traded for on their bench. Not a goddamn clue why, but they did it. I don't know why they would have, he's a starting caliber center. He's making starting caliber money, and you have him as a 6-man. It's just the logic of this game is sometimes so flawed. Lakers here in the West Finals, Rondo, Waiters, LeBron, AD, Dwight, JaVale, Lesbian. Let's see how we do. It's Celtics and Milwaukee over there in the Eastern Conference. We're up 3-0 on this Lakers team. Seriously? Okay. Well, I mean, we beat LeBron. Let's see if we can beat Giannis now. Bledsoe, who just shits his fucking pants in the playoffs. I saw he has the Rona, and, obviously prayers up, and hopefully he's okay. But, if we're being honest here, that might be a better thing that Eric Bledsoe's not playing. I mean, he is so... he had one of the worst plus-minuses in the playoffs, didn't he? For the past 2 years? I mean, he's just been awful. Donte DiVincenzo, Middleton, Giannis, Brook Lopez, George Hill, Bruno Fernando, I saw there as well. All right, let's see if we can do this. Again, Giannis is scary good, but if we're going to, get to the finals in year number 1, I'm not going to deny it. And obviously, if we're going to win, we're going to be looking to three-peat. So, yeah, we're going to be winning. I'll see you guys in there. I'm not putting that gameplay in because it was so bad, but if we get back to another finals, I definitely will. LaMarcus Aldridge winning his first NBA Finals and does win a Finals MVP. That's good to see. So, again, another product of me choosing my own trades. The teams are going to be a lot better really early, but, again, I'll leave it up to you guys. So, up to the draft lottery. I highly doubt we have any picks in the lottery this year at all. I don't see the Mavericks at all, and it kind of makes sense. Pacers end up with the first overall pick. That's weird. Okay, so Rick Carlisle, I don't really like those ratings, I'm going to be honest, but it's kind of hard to fire your head coach after winning a finals. It's not hard for me to fire my assistant coach, though. James Graham can come here as well. And then Randy Martin, who's a B+. Of course, there's no A trainers today. I hate when that happens. But honestly, that's one of the good things that 2K does. It gives us some variety. There's not always an A trainer there. That's one of the things that annoys me, but I like it a little bit, if you know what I'm saying there. Just because everything else is exactly the same pretty much every time. So we do have the 30th pick, and we have the 17th pick in the second round. It's probably going to be time for me to trade Robert Covington. I'm definitely looking for a new starting small forward. Probably, honestly, a new starting power forward as well. I'll see you guys when I have a couple trades. So we're going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. We're sending Robert Covington, Josh Richardson, our 30th pick, and a future first-round pick to Indiana for Domantas Sabonis and TJ Warren. I love TJ Warren. I think he's a super underrated player, and the more I can get him in my rebuilds, because I really never get him, I'm perfectly fine with that. So Warren's definitely going to start for at least 1 year at small forward. Now, that didn't even require me trading LaMarcus Aldridge. So what I'm thinking about doing here, because the rest of this team is actually all set, if you think about it. I mean, Fox at point guard, Mitchell at shooting guard, small forward's going to be Warren, Sabonis, and then Rudy Gobert. So, like, the rest of this team is set. Rather than have the 34-year-old ride the bench, who's making a lot of money, I'm going to see if I can trade him for a pick. So I really don't know. Like, thank God I don't really do realistic rebuilds, because this would be, like, the most unrealistic thing ever. Like, let's just see. Like, can I get 5? Actually, I feel like I can definitely get 5. I can honestly probably get, like, do I want to send him back to San Antonio? They like what they have, but I think I can definitely get this to go through. I'm not giving up. I don't even actually, I can't trade any firsts. Anybody here I wouldn't mind trading? Daniil House. They agree to that. So we now have the 4th overall pick, and I'm really liking the way this team is looking. So I will be drafting somebody. Thinking about it, so Peyton is a free agent. So wow, whole lot of shooting guards here. Beasley, I'm honestly probably just going to let walk, and it's going to be Mitchell and Thibault. Okogie, I'm going to probably roll with as well. So maybe a backup power forward. If Obi Toppin's on the board, maybe I'll take him here. Who knows if he'll be chilling here, though. Honestly, he might be. Yeah, he's still here. So I think Obi Toppin kind of makes sense here. Okongwu is here as well, only 6'10", but whoa, where the hell is Obi Toppin? He's listed as number 11. I don't mind that at all. I think, having a good stretch 4 off the bench. And ultimately, I don't even really know what I'm going to do, because I like 9-man rotations. You guys know that. Fox, Peyton come back, and same with Okogie. I might make like one big trade. Beasley, I'll actually give the qualifying offer to, and then Jakob Poeltl as well. Just kind of maybe trade him for a first-round pick or something. We'll ultimately see. But I think Donovan Mitchell's honestly not going to have a backup, but I also don't want to trade Matisse Thybulle. He'll probably actually rock as my backup small forward, and then I'll trade Okogie. All right, I'm going to do that right now. So we're signing Jakob Poeltl back. He's going to be my backup center, and then I am going to bring Malik Beasley back just because I ultimately think, why the hell wouldn't I do a sign and trade with him? Kind of makes sense to me. So we're giving him a pretty large deal, but again, he's not even going to be on this team. But the rotation is all set here. Beasley's just going to be gone, but I'm really liking this. I really, really honestly do like how this looks. So at this point in time, I'm just going to go ahead and trade Malik Beasley, and I will see you guys at the start of year number 2. All right, boys, and we're here at the start of year number 2 right now, and this team is looking super solid to me. Darren Fox, Donovan Mitchell, TJ Warren. As I mentioned, I'm super excited to get him in here. I think he's a really underrated player. I think he's really underused in my league. Domantas Sabonis and then Rudy Gobert. I love this front court just from the dynamic aspect of what they can both bring separately. Obviously, Rudy Gobert, defensive stud. Domantas Sabonis, a little bit of a less defensive player, but then again, everybody is. Can obviously stretch the floor a little bit. Excited to see what we can do. This bench, I'm loving it. Matisse Thybulle, again, I'm probably butchering the dude's name. First of all, if you do not watch his vlogs of Inside the Bubble, you definitely should, because they're super entertaining. I literally just finished watching episode 3. Obi Toppin here as well, 78 overall, our 4th overall pick. Not exactly the ideal spot for number 4 overall pick, but he's still getting 20 minutes a night, so I think that's kind of, is fair a little bit. Elfrid Payton, and then Jakob Poeltl going to be our 9th and final guy here, and then, yeah, this is just the rest of the bench if you guys are interested. Somebody actually asked me to show them the rest of the bench ones, and I was like, I don't really know why you're interested in that, but nonetheless, that is it. We're all set. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. So 62-20 to end year number 2 here, and I'm very, very happy with that record. Giannis is your MVP this year. LaMelo Ball does win Rookie of the Year. I was actually, funny enough, I was literally, while I was sitting, I was just watching like some of his highlights from overseas, but yeah, he's an absolute stud, to say the least. Dennis Schroeder, 6th Man of the Year. Kawhi, Defensive Player of the Year, still in LA. Tyler Hero, Most Improved, definitely a possibility. Rick Carlisle is your Coach of the Year. So I'm pretty happy with this team. They definitely did not disappoint. 62 wins is nothing to be upset about. Donovan Mitchell put up almost 28 points a game. Stud. Darren Fox was super solid as well. Double-double, 29 points, 10 boards, 10 assists on the year. TJ Warren was our 3rd leading scorer. As I mentioned, the dude can score the basketball. Really underrated in that department. Sabonis with a double-double. Obi Toppin, Rudy Gobert, who has spent enough time with the Mavericks. It's time for him to move on. Why is it the centers? Why is it always the centers that just bitch? You're in the starting lineup. What are you upset about? Elfrid Payton, Thybulle, Jakob Poeltl, and then Langston Galloway got some minutes, I guess. Rebounds went to Rudy Gobert. Assist was Elfrid Payton. Team stats near points per game. We were 5th behind the Clippers, Hawks, Nuggets, and Celtics. And defensively, we were the best team at just over 106 points, 14.5 point differential. Memphis in the first round once again. John Morant, Dylan Brooks, Winslow, Jackson Jr., Valanciunas. Looks like they haven't switched up a thing, but that's why they're an 8 seed, I guess. So let's see what we can do here with Memphis in the first round. I would imagine can probably beat them in maybe 4. Yeah, that would be kind of nice, and we do go on to sweep them there. Moving on to the next round, we're taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. Lonzo, Drew, Ingram, Zion, Marcus Gasol is an interesting addition next to Zion. I actually don't mind. I mean, Zion can has obviously proven that he can shoot the ball a little bit, but Marc Gasol is definitely a good stretch 5. And then this is probably, I mean, if we're being honest here, this is probably the best defensive backcourt in the league. I don't really think there's, well, like, I'm trying to think, what is a better defensive backcourt than that? I mean, maybe if you, like, say Paul George is playing shooting guard and then next to Pat Beverly, but, like, that's a little bit debatable in my opinion. But we end up winning in 5, moving on to the West Finals. Denver here, I believe we faced them last year as well. Jamal, Gary Harris, Michael Porter Jr., Preston Chua, Jokic, and then Steven Adams and DeMarcus Cousins. Did you give him $20 million? Because that's crazy if you did. Yep, $20 million for DeMarcus Cousins right there, and Steven Adams, $27 million, and then Jokic, $29 million. So let me get this straight. You were spending almost $90 million on centers. That's the 2K logic. Over there in the East, it is Philadelphia and Atlanta. We are actually tied at 2 games apiece here. We're up 3-2, and we end up moving on. Moving on to Philadelphia here in the NBA Finals. Simmons, Curry, Harris, Kleber, Embiid. I actually almost traded for Tobias Harris, funny enough. But let's see what we can do here. Hopefully take down the Philadelphia 76ers. Obviously a very good team. Ben Simmons is pretty much a mismatch no matter who's guarding him at the point guard spot because, you know, he is 6'10". So looks like we're going to be going back-to-back and then obviously hoping for the three-peat. Let's see if this game plays a little better. So we're up by 13 here in Philadelphia. Obviously, you know, I would hope I don't blow this, but I've definitely, you know, done some pretty bad things. Oh, I have the ball. I did not realize I had the ball. I was playing defense. So I definitely almost just got a 5-second violation. Simmons fouls out. Let's go, baby. Fouls out with 11 points. Oh, it's funny. But yeah, as I mentioned, if you guys want to continue to see more of these trading every player rebuilds, I have a ton of fun doing them just because, again, I think it's a fun aspect. Not a ton of people do. And I think it could be super fun. And again, we're obviously, I mentioned this a lot, we're like in the dog days of like my league rebuilds right now. Like, there's not a bunch of things you can do in a my league rebuild right now. There's not really much you can do on 2K in general, like that's really new, but at least my team's kind of pushing some content. And then my career, I'm pretty sure people just still play that, but that's just kind of a personal thing for most people. Like, they don't really, I feel like there's not I don't know. I don't really love my career, but a lot of people have been asking me to play it, so I could consider it maybe in 2K21. But again, my focus is obviously always going to be, you know, here in my league. But Donovan Mitchell blowing pie. Oh my God, is that that's not a foul? He did not clean strip me. There's no way he stripped me clean. Tobias Harris here on, what the hell is that move? It's a really weird move, but whatever. All right, Darren Fox, Loki only has 13 points. I'd like to try to, you know, maybe get that number up a little bit. And Rudy, if you want to play a little pick and roll game right here, I definitely wouldn't mind it. Rudy Gobert going to go up and he's going to get fouled. But yeah, if you guys have any other video ideas, as always, you can leave them down below as well. You know, typically, oh, Rudy Gobert. Typically, I take your guys' ideas. Again, on these past, the 2 videos before this and then the one after this, I'm not going to be able to do any of your ideas like right away just because I will be on vacation when they all go up. And like, obviously, you know, I'm not, these are all scheduled in advance. Like when you guys see this video, I won't be here. Like that's, I tried to drive to the rim and it just didn't work, but he hit it anyways, giving him 30 nights. So I can't do like video ideas like the day after, if you know what I'm saying, but I definitely will try to get to them. So if you guys do want to see something specific, and I will be doing a lot of historic rebuilds. I think historic rebuilds is a great way to not so pass time, but like get content out that's like not, you know, just the same thing over and over, different teams, different rosters, stuff like that. So give me some historic teams to rebuild. I would also, okay, that should have been a block. Oh wow, Domantas Sabonis is 25 and 18 on the night. Not bad. TJ Warren in here. Can we back him down a little bit? Warren, spin, fade. Oh, I was going to say buckets, but it would have been a good shot. Final defensive possession here before we, you know, do win the finals. But yeah, I will see you guys in the finals MVP. So Aldridge won it last year. I'm going to say probably Donovan Mitchell. It's actually Darren Fox, 19, 4, and 11.5 with 2.5 steals a game. So we're officially 2 for 2 in the championship department. Obviously looking to make that 3 for 3. And again, I don't really have a reason to fire Rick Carlisle. Like, he's done unbelievable for me. I do have a reason to fire, what was it, Randy Martin? Because I do want to go ahead and get those 3 untapped potentials. But let's head up to the draft right now, see if we have any picks. I did trade for a bunch of picks. And we have the 5th. I traded that. That was, who did I trade last year? That's where that pick came from. I got 2 unprotected picks from Oklahoma City. And it was for, who was it? Was it Malik Beasley? No. It was whoever I did, like, I signed to the contract and I said I was going to trade. I swear to God to you, that's how it happened. We also have 15 from the Knicks here. So, yeah. I obviously wouldn't mind Cade Cunningham, but again, I don't really. Jonathan Kuminga's an absolute stud too. Same with Zaire Williams, Evan Mobley, but I don't really need to draft anybody. Like, that's not really the point I'm at right now. I mean, honestly, I might look to improve TJ Warren just because, again, this is the final year, and I got TJ Warren a championship. So let's see what sort of trade I can find here. Okay, so I was going to throw in the 5th overall pick for Jimmy Butler. It's definitely been a little while since I've gotten Jimmy buckets, but they counter. I did straight up TJ Warren for Jimmy Butler. They counter with a first, and they also want to give me Paul Millsap. So, yeah, Jimmy Butler, welcome to Dallas. I think that's kind of an improvement pretty much no matter which way you look at it. I mean, he doesn't always put up the best stats, but, like, still, I'll take those from Jimmy Butler. So, Thibault's still chilling here. I don't really know what I want to do because now I have Paul Millsap as well, which I really don't love the idea of. So I'm probably just going to move him. Maybe I can actually throw him in a trade and trade up a little bit. Let's see what we can do here. If I were to throw in Paul Millsap, pick 5. Who is like the first overall pick? Or number 2. I'll take 2 even. I don't know. I'm just thinking. I'm just spitballing here. Oklahoma City has 1. They don't want to do that. All right. Who has 2? It's definitely this way. It's Portland. I'm surprised actually Loki has some cap space. You're not getting Jimmy or Sabonis or Obi Toppin or Jakob Poeltl. Okay. I'll throw in a future first and I'll throw in a future second. But that's really it. All right. I'll do this for pick 3. Who has the 3rd overall pick? I feel like I saw it. Now I'm just forgetting who has it. It's the Spurs. They agreed to that. Okay. So now we do have the 3rd overall pick. If I'm looking to replace somebody, maybe I can get a point guard. I mean, it's literally whoever's sitting here. And I mean, again, I don't need a rookie, but I don't have to upgrade any other positions. So it was Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green went 1-2. That's really not a ton of, like, that's not a big surprise there. Zaire Williams honestly might be my guy here, but I don't really need a backup shooting guard. I mean, Toppin's fine. Is there any centers here that are good? Nope. Oh my God. Who's the best rated center? Wow. The 21st overall prospect is the best rated center in this draft class. Interesting. So I guess it's probably going to be Jalen Johnson. He's just going to, back up Darren Fox. I can move on from Elfrid Payton. I feel like that's a smart move. So Jalen Johnson, the guy I literally have never drafted before, I don't think. 6'8" from Duke. Welcome. Dallas going to be a 77 overall. I will take that. Team player options. Thibault is going to be coming back. No doubt. Qualifying. Fox and Mitchell are 2 huge free agents. And I definitely want to make sure I get them both back. And I believe Rudy Gobert is a free agent as well. I kind of forgot this is such a big free agency for us here. So yeah, Rudy Gobert, I'm going to give him a fat contract because he has 11 offers and I definitely need his services back here. And we are his number 1 offer. So that's cool. I'm just going to give the max to Mitchell and Darren Fox here, and hopefully they just accept it and get their qualifying offers. That would be cool. But yeah, Mark Cuban's shelling out some fat stacks right now. Fat stacks. Malik Beasley. Did I say that before? That's who it was that I traded. It was Malik Beasley. So I think that was what I was thinking about. I forget who I said exactly, but that's where I got the Oklahoma City pick from. I just traded him for 2 unprotected picks. Nonetheless, all 3 of these guys are going to be coming back. I believe this rotation should be all set. Yeah, I'm really liking this rotation. It's really solid. I'll see you guys at the start of the 3rd and final year. So we're here at the start of year number 3, the 3rd and final year. The only change we made to the starting lineup, obviously, is inserting Jimmy Butler instead of whatever the fuck his name is. Why am I blanking right now? Holy shit. TJ Warren. Oh my God. I just had like a total mind blank for 2 seconds. It's actually kind of funny that I'm replacing Jimmy with TJ Warren. But the rest of the lineup looks like this. Darren Fox, Donovan Mitchell, Jimmy Butler, Domantas Sabonis, and Rudy Gobert. The bench, Thibault, Obi Toppin, Jakob Poeltl, and Jalen Johnson. I mean, this bench is absolutely sick. Like, Thibault could be starting. Obi Toppin could be starting. Poeltl, maybe. And then Jalen Johnson definitely could be starting as a rookie. But let's see how we do. I'm loving this team. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 3. 70-12 here to end the 3rd and final year. Giannis is your MVP. I believe he won it last year as well. I think it won LeBron, Giannis. Cade Cunningham wins Rookie of the Year. Definitely would have been a cool backup point guard, but he ended up going number 1. So obviously it's pretty hard for me to get him there. Tyrese Halliburton, 6th man of the year in Chicago. Dude probably should be starting, for being honest, but a little bit of a log jam at the guard spots there in Chicago. Anthony Davis, Defensive Player of the Year. Anthony Edwards, most improved. This dude's an absolute stud. Is in Indiana. And Rick Carlisle, I believe, 3rd year in a row, Coach of the Year. So we're a 1 seed once again. 70-12 is definitely nothing to be too disappointed about. Player stats in the year. Donovan Mitchell is just unbelievable. He performs very well here. Oh, my God. Darren Fox is 0.1 assists off of a double-double. That is super unfortunate. Jimmy Buckets here. Domantas Sabonis does average the double-double. Obi Toppin. Gobert has it as well. Thibault, Johnson, Jakob Poeltl. That would have been cool. We would have had 3 guys averaging double-doubles. How many teams have, like, really ever had that before? Because, like, that's not an easy thing. Like, it might sound, decently easy, but, like, oh, wow, are we not good? Oh, no, we were good at defense the wrong way. I feel like that's not an easy thing to do at all. Have 3 guys average a double-double somehow? I don't know. Just my take on it. Taking on the Suns in the first round, Cole Anthony, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Evan Mobley, DeAndre Ayton, It's a good squad. I don't really think it's going to be too much of a challenge here in the first round. But also, I did just make a couple of videos on Devin Booker. You guys saw one yesterday, and you saw one 3 days ago, I think. So if you haven't checked those out, definitely go to make sure and check them out. They're all, I think they both came out well. I loved the team I did with the Knicks yesterday. I made the trade with the Knicks, but a lot of people disagreed with me on that, I think, a little bit. But it's okay. I got some comments on Twitter. The video's not even public yet when I'm recording this, but I got some comments on Twitter saying, I don't know about the Knicks, but it's okay. D'Lo, Ramsey, Culver, LaMarcus Aldridge, our old friend Karl Anthony Towns. We got LaMarcus Aldridge a finals ring and a finals MVP in year number 1, so take it easy on us here, LA. Take it easy on us, big guy. We do end up sweeping them, though, in round number 2. Moving on to the West Finals, we got Utah here, our old friend Donovan Mitchell, but I forgot I gave them Luka Doncic, who looks so weird in a Utah Jazz jersey. I'm just going to put that out there. Kevin Love's a good addition for them. I also took Rudy Gobert from them, so they do have our old friend Dwight Powell playing for them as well. It's the Celtics and the Bucks over there in the Eastern Conference. We are up 3-1 here on Utah, and we move on to the NBA Finals, and we're going to be taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. So, Lonzo Ball. How? Bro. How? That's crazy. And they didn't even trade Bledsoe for him. Okay, I just want to put it out there. Who did they trade for him? Because they did not have any cap space. There's just no way they had any cap space. I have no idea how Lonzo could have ended up on that team, but nonetheless, we're up 3-0 and we sweep them. Donovan Mitchell, finals MVP. Did that say 39 points? I think that said 39 points. I went over it super quick, and I apologize about that, but I think it said 39.5 points. Holy shit. So we completed the three-peat today. It's a little bit of a different aspect, though. As I mentioned, obviously, I manually chose the trades at the beginning. So if you guys like it that way, I'd be happy to continue doing it. Really, whatever you guys want. Again, if I can remember to put a straw poll in the description, you guys could vote on that for me. Kind of just lets me know what you guys prefer towards these type of videos. But other than that, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like down below. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 30K. That'd be absolutely awesome if you guys could hit sub if you're new around here and just aren't subscribed yet. But other than that, leave any other video ideas down below in the comments section. I still have another video to record, and it is super late right now. So, gotta grind one out. I definitely don't want to leave you boys hanging and not get out a video for a couple days. So, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.